We did it. I knew we could. Yeah, thank God we did it. I knew we could. Hey, guess what? We did it. I'm feeling good. It's time to get it and feed the hood. Oh yeah, we did it. I knew we could. Nah, for real. We ball for real. Can't fall for real. Up so long, got folk thinking I'm tall for real. I give the spill, then break the mill. Used to walk around with a big old head, little bill. Here we go now, oh my. On the road like roll tight, but I'm with them bulldogs. They been here the whole time. How can I just cross sides? Never gonna get off sides. Making power moves together, no electric slide. Yeah, okay, let's do it. Need a mop, I'm dripping fluid. Why the world so sharp, we know it. On the track like Carl Lewis. Think about that Wonderland. Made it out of Afghanistan. They don't want no with us. Mike it. Whoa, we did it. I knew we could. Yeah, thank God we did it. I knew we could. Hey, guess what? We did it. I'm feeling good. It's time to get it and feed the hood. Oh yeah, we did it. I knew we could.
Yo,
Nah, for real.
yo, holy, I told my mama we gon' get a couple bands. I'm out here working while you posting on the ground. I don't need no one to tell me what I am. I just wing it and it still follow the plan. Got it me, I don't lose. I got things I'ma do. I don't need no excuse. They gon' copy the flow like Kinko's. I'm not green to the game like CeeLo. Just my team didn't need no cheat code. I'ma go back to my people like we did it.
I knew we could. Yeah, thank God we did it. I knew we could. Hey, guess what? We did it. I'm feeling good. It's time to get it and feed the hood. Oh yeah, we did it. I knew we could. Nah, for real.
Yeah, yeah, Slick Rick type of, cause I'm a bad, get up, in a plane, you a lame, you ain't, I can't hang with you, touch my chain, got up, like some lightning, for the night, I don't do no white fan, then the leader, yeah, I'm so
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the Boston Celtics. Then on Sunday, the Atlanta Hawks coming to town. That will tip off a homestand for them.
And when you look at that Pacers matchup, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Washington and Zeller are in the middle. And there's Monk, then it's Bridges, and it's Graham in at the point. And for New York, it's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Trier out there with Alfred Payton, and it's Barrett at the 3 spot. Trier, and it's off the back rim, no good. Now, here's Monk, not a lot of room. Oh, and here we go with Robinson, nobody back, and Randall throws it down.
Something about watching lefties who can get up like that just looks different, doesn't it, Kevin?
And here's Charlotte. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Here's Graham. They grab their own miss. Zeller. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And so Zeller nails both of them. The starting gate, opening night in the NBA, Brent. What are you most looking forward to?
I just like to see who it is that, in terms of their competitive spirit right now, is coming out of training camp hungry. Let's see in the next couple of weeks which team jumps out and which coaching staffs have done a great job preparing their team coming out of camp. Now, we know that teams can fall off, Kevin. The talent will catch up. Other veteran teams may get themselves back into a rhythm. But coming out of training camp, how much more together are teams and teams that have made changes? What are they playing like?
What's their chemistry?
Let's find out how they're going to play.
Showing improvement in that aspect of his game. Barrett wants to get better firing off the catch.
Passes it to Monk from the arc. The shot missing. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Pass to Trier. A rebound by Washington. For Charlotte, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And then Monk with the dunk.
And Monk doesn't fool around when he's driving. He's got room to go up for the finish there, and he just lifts off with power.
Now, here's Barrett. And again, New York with the triple.
Great idea to get your secondary scorers involved early. This helps keep everybody engaged.
Yeah, and he's so-so from there, but when he's hitting from deep, it's a big confidence builder.
Here's Monk. That shot misses. Some solid defense from Robinson. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with...
Yes, sir. He's so strong, and when he gets that straight line drive, Kevin, he's going to go right at anybody that's in his way to get contact.
And he's flourishing as a scorer. But, Brent, how does Julius Randle take that next step?
Well, I think, Kevin, if he keeps improving on his consistency, shooting from that 10-foot to 16-foot range where guys are daring him to shoot and not wanting to deal with him driving into them. You know, last year he went up 6 percentage points from 35% to 41% in that 10 to 16-foot range. You keep seeing that kind of improvement, the growth in his game is going to come.
The energy Barrett plays what puts defenders on their heels. He's really good at forcing the opposition's hand.
So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Bobby Portis has checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Kevin Knox comes in for Randall. Dotson's checked in for Alonzo Trier. And Frank Ntilikina's subbed in for Alfred Payton. Ogier for 3. That shot off the mark. The Knicks go the other way with it. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Graham. Here's Bridges. Kicks it to Graham. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
And checking out some numbers for Rozier. Last season's performance for him. Averaged about 9 points a game last year. 4 rebounds and 3 assists. We know that he can come up with the occasional big play, but his overall numbers haven't been impressive.
There is a bit of a feeling they're all looking to him to step up, and they know he's capable of doing it right now, just not getting it done.
Just 5 on the clock. Dotson can't hit.
Well, with his touch from mid-range, Kevin, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Batum dishes to Graham. And the Hornets miss again.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Harkless the pass to Knox. Shoots from 14. Back to Harkless. New York needs to get off a shot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And the Hornets making a change here. Martin's checked in.
Tons and tons of playing time to be had in New York for Coach Fizdale. Second-round players, second-chance players. A lot of these guys are going to get their shot. Of course, R.J. Barrett, the guy they're going to lean on most to see what he's capable of doing and how quickly he can learn. The Knicks have a ton of developing to do this year.
And so here's Charlotte. The Knicks making the shot. There's Rozier now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Shot from 16. The Hornets pull it in. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the first. And it's Martin penetrating, and it's good for 2.
Oh, my, I didn't know he had the crossover in his bag of tricks. Now, I've seen it all.
Here's Dotson. Batum grabs the miss. And there's the foul. It'll go on Damian Dotson. That's his first foul. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for New York. It's stolen. And now Knox running the floor all by himself.
Ntilikina's defense and pressure right there, starting the fast break.
Hornets trail by 8. The Hornets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Good on both. And it's the Knicks with the ball. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That's his first foul. Bullock dishes to Harkless. New York moving it around. Ntilikina. Offensive rebound. Harkless finds Portis. Ntilikina looking it over. Shot clock at 5. Tries again. Rejected by Biyombo. They get it back, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Portis. And so it's the New York Knicks. Van's understanding of defense, and his length gives him an edge.
And his defense is something he enjoys. If he can put it all together at both ends, he's a player you can build around.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And New York looking at who they've got. Portis is out there with Mo Harkless. Then there's Reggie Bullock, and it's Ntilikina in at the point guard. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, before he became a head coach in Memphis and New York, David Fizdale spent 8 seasons as an assistant under Eric Spoelstra in Miami. Now, Spo said he's a brilliant basketball mind that has exceptional gold standard level communication skills. One of the most talented coaches I've been around. So, Kevin, Fizdale is highly respected.
David, he sure is. Great reputation. Now getting his shot. Thank you so much. Batum inside the three-point line. The Hornets rebound. Here's Hernan Gomez, and it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. Here's a chance now to check out the New York Knicks' upcoming schedule. They'll tip off a road trip in Boston, where they'll take on the Celtics. And then on Sunday, the Atlanta Hawks come into town. That will tip off a homestand for them. Out to Payton. Now, here's Bullock. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Back to Harkless. Over Martin. That one wide left. Hornets trail by 10. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Well, you knew it was going to take some time for Kevin Knox, but Greg, at the end of last season, he began to show flashes of what he could do.
You could almost see the game starting to slow down for him about halfway through the season. Consistency is something all rookies struggle with, but it hit Knox especially hard. Fortunately, that is something that passes with time. Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Yeah, you got to like how he hustled the guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability. Kevin Knox was a bit of a mixed bag in his rookie season, and that's to be expected on a team that didn't have a tremendous amount of consistent talent on the floor. Struggled with his scoring and showed some flashes shooting the ball. It'll be interesting in year 2 where it is that Kevin Knox has made some improvements in the offseason.
Here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
Yeah, Randall does a good job. His frame alone helps to create some space. Just with a little pivot there, able to find a way to score.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Graham with the bucket. And with Knox, Brent, the athleticism is clearly there.
Oh, he can get up and down with the best of them and can rise up and do some exciting things. But for Kevin Knox, it's about consistency. Can he get to some spots on the floor where every night he's capable of making plays, whether that's for him or doing something off the bounce? That's the next step for Kevin Knox.
It's checked in for the Knicks. Damian Dotson comes in for Reggie Bullock. Here's Dotson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
Well, Randall finding out some creative ways how to score on the inside, becoming smarter and more adept at doing so.
Charlotte moving the ball around. Zeller. He's off from 17 feet.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
And you like the toughness there. Barrett being more comfortable having to deal with an aggressive defense.
And the whistle's going to blow. It will be on Alonzo Trier. That is his first foul of the game. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. That one's in there. The Knicks lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Graham.
And you got to appreciate just the presence of mind there. Monk demonstrating solid court awareness by finding the open man.
Here's Barrett. And the dunk by Robinson.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Now, team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
To the wing right side. Here's Monk. And no good. Now the Knicks take it the other way.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Barrett. Robinson passes to Trier. Here's Barrett. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
Bridges dishes to Zeller. Fades. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
He didn't need to fade back. No one in his face. He coaches with a lot of fire and enthusiasm. He's very involved emotionally in what his team does on a daily basis, and that's why a lot of these young players are gravitating towards his coaching style.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Portis comes in for Robinson, and it's Ntilikina in for Alonzo Trier. Hornets trail by 12. And New York hope that Fizdale's likability would be a factor in free agency.
Yeah, I think it's going to help the Knicks as they move forward here. Try to find some stability with their coach. That way David Fizdale and his messaging can remain consistent with the type of players that they try to attract here to Gotham.
Out to the right wing. And here is Rozier. Clock at 6. Pass to Graham. Beyond the arc. Ntilikina with the rebound.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
And stolen by Portis. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Randall. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Gets a couple steps, and the mobility of Randall there helps to draw contact.
And this will be his second and third shots to the line here.
And from the line a season ago, 73%. And didn't shoot it all that well from the line in the first quarter, doing a much better job now in the second, up over 80%.
Now Martin. And there's the pass to Hernan Gomez. That's a 2 from Rozier.
Quick defensively. Very, very nice lateral movement.
This game from Julius Randle.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters, just disrupting everything.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
Here's who James Borrego is starting the second half with. Washington and Zeller are in the middle. Then it's Bridges, and there's Monk, and it's Graham in at the 1.
Randall, without the ball, seeing some room where he can make an impact, rolls there, does a nice job on the finish.
And Greg, talking to scouts about R.J. Barrett, they love the athleticism. But what makes him especially good is the work ethic and the confidence.
Yeah, some elite prospects will take plays off. This guy never does. He's not one that sits around and reads his press clippings. He's a warrior, a leader, and he's proven to be a winner.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, we all know that circumstances and time changes everything. In Dallas, Dennis Smith Jr. thought he was going to be the cornerstone. But with the arrival of Luka Doncic, everything changed. The promising point guard was traded to the Knicks, and Smith said it was important. It's a big opportunity, and I've just got to make the most of it. Kevin, we know one thing in New York, the ball is back in Smith's hand.
And DA, that's when he is at his best. Thank you. And for a lot of these kids, Greg, it's interesting how quickly teams expect them to get up to speed. Case in point, R.J. Barrett.
Yeah, I mean, he had only the 1 year of college, already being asked to produce. Fortunately, he's very mature for his age and generally plays up to the level of competition.
Stolen away. Here's Payton. An easy 2 points on the layup. And the Knicks lead by 18.
Well, Alfred Payton on a straight line drive. Pretty fearless on that attack.
Here's Graham, covered by Payton. Graham, the pass to Zeller. Robinson with the block, and he recovers it. Shot clock at 6. And Zeller kicks to Graham. Another shot. Yep, that one goes. Graham's got 7 points in the game.
He's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. There's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Randall finds Robinson. Oh, wow. Hello. It's a beautiful jam.
The man was wide open there, and Julius Randle understood the timing to get him the ball to get that score.
And so Graham will bring it up for Charlotte. They trail by 18. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Monk's shot's good.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow.
Best job of generating offense with their back to the basket.
I don't know so much as these guys are playing with their back to the basket, Kevin, so much as they're finding ways to get the ball without a dribble at about 15 feet away from the basket. So one dribble, they're at the rim.
Right.
They're very effective at the mid-range. Chris Paul and DeMar DeRozan have had tremendous efficiency from those areas on the floor. So those are the kind of players that put some pressure on your defense because they're starting their offense so close to the basket, and they're effective with which they do it. Not on the post, not on the perimeter, and they're finding ways to be impactful.
Inside, Washington. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. That free throw good from Washington. And some changes here for the Hornets. Biombo, he's checked in for Cody Zeller. Batum comes in for Miles Bridges. And it's Rozier in for Monk. Harkless with the bucket.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Hornets trail by 16. Pass to Biombo. Graham with the ball. He's got 7. Elbow shot is on the way. That shot is off.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Off target with his 3. The Knicks leading by 16. Pass to Knox. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Robinson, that's good.
Well, you risk getting torched when somebody's open. Payton's skilled enough to find the open man.
It's taken away by Payton. And here we go. Payton heading to the hoop. Here's Harkless. Pass to Bullock. Payton up top. New York moving it around. 6 on the shot clock. Knox misses. Hornets trail by 18. Here's Graham. Yep, that one goes in there. Graham's got 4 points in the quarter. The Knicks have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Payton passes to Robinson. That one misses. And the Hornets now going the other way. Batum, good. Batum's got his first 2 points.
Man, can you always depend on him or
Rozier plays the game with, Greg, I think a chip on his shoulder.
I mean, the story goes, as a kid, when his temper flared, his mother would have to sit on him until he cooled down. He's learned to channel that fire and emotion into his game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Portis, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Damian Dotson comes in for Reggie Bullock. And it's Ntilikina in for Elfrid Payton.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Rozier looking around. There's the pass to Hernan Gomez. He kicks to Martin. Passes to Batum. There's the 3. Knicks with the rebound. Harkless has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Portis. Here's Knox, covered by Biyombo. Knox, the pass to Portis. The 19-footer is on the money. Portis has got his first points of the night.
Pretty sweet pass there is Knox showing his ability to read the floor.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Now Rozier. The Hornets have been good at the free throw line in this one, 7 of 8. First one falls for. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. The Knicks leading by 17. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Ntilikina kicks to Harkless. Dotson the pass to Ntilikina. Here's Knox. Over Rozier. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got 5 rebounds tonight. Rozier for 3. And the Hornets miss again. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, we've seen this before. When Willie's pushing the action, Willie makes things happen.
The Hornets have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. Here's Knox. Hits it from 3-point range. Knox has got 10 points in the game. And so it's New York holding it in. So Rozier will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. It's an 18-point game. Randall and Portis patrol the middle. Then it's Barrett, and it's Dotson in at the 2-guard spot. That's the 5 for New York right now.
Gives the team such a great element, having a 1 guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Randall with the bucket.
Somebody not alert to block out the wide frame of Julius Randle, who gets in there after the loose ball.
Now here's Rozier. Doesn't go for him. Randall with some nice D. Lets it go from 14. Portis can't get it to go.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot, just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
The shot's good from Monk.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Barrett. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And it's Rozier missing. The Knicks leading by 16. Here's Dotson. The pass to Ntilikina. And he overshot that one, missing.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
The Knicks making a switch here. Trier's checked in, and then for Charlotte, Zeller comes in for Biyombo. And it's Miles Bridges in for Martin. Passes it to Monk. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Robinson's checked in for the Knicks. Alfred Payton comes in for Ntilikina.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Pass to Zeller. Over Robinson. A nice shot by Zeller. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Down low. Here's Randall. Here's Robinson. Lays it up off the glass. And the Knicks lead by 18.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
To the paint. Here's Zeller. And the dunk by Zeller.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
To the inside. Barrett dishes to Randall. And Randall throws it down.
You wonder if the coaching staff is encouraging these kind of nights and aggressive play from Randall to take over.
And stolen by Payton. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Washington, and it's blocked. Payton finds Robinson. New York moving it around. To the middle. Here's Barrett. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got 3 assists tonight. Replay angles are interesting, Brent. Instant feedback on social media. Talk about the increased pressure now on referees to get every call right.
Well, so many times, Kevin, on nights where you're working games, you sit there for a minute and a minute and a half.
In super slow motion looking at the play.
And still sometimes hard to get it right.
Very hard.
What I think the league should think about doing with the competition committee is every team in the league should have 3 and 4 cameras that are mounted so that every time there's a replay at any given arena, they have access to the same angles.
For every game.
Every game. Where are most of the times these calls being missed? Where are these calls getting wrong? And how is it that we can implement some technology to help us not only get it right more often, which is the most important thing, but also fair and balanced vision for the referees to have an opportunity to do so.
What an excellent idea. Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Taj Gibson's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Reese Harkless comes in for Randall. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Barrett. And Ellington is subbed in for Alonzo Trier. Offensive rebound. That's tipped. The Knicks leading by 22.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Knicks.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Julius Randle.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Hornets. Goes up at the stripe. Here's Gibson, and it's Gibson finishing it off.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Martin, the pass to Hernan Gomez. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 6 to shoot. Inside. Drops in the layup for 2.
This is where Willie does his best work. As I say, Kevin, he's Willie good inside.
That's right, Brent. So no problem for New York as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about does it for the first game of the...